Oh, look at this, people. Dolphins. I'm really sorry. I was about to, literally just sitting down to record another video of my adventures and travels and sailing, and I got rudely interrupted by Flipper and his friends. There they go. Sorry, but I know there's a lot of dolphin fans out there. I mean, I think dolphins are just gay sharks. But anyway, I'll give it to them. They have a big interest. Dolphins have more followers than me. So anyway, you've seen the obligatory dolphin shot. There it was. Okay, back to the main event, of course, which is sailing vessel Fogg and what's happening here. So the last few days I've had a fantastic time with Rima and the boys and the cat and some friends. Phil and Helen came out from Whittianga, and we've spent many days over at the magnificent Great Mercury Island. There it is. We've explored beaches and coves and anchorages and waterfalls and snorkeling and swimming and all those other great things, and Great Mercury has put on a great performance, which we appreciate. Thank you very much, and we'll be back. Thank you. For now though, we've got to head back towards home. So here I am sailing up the eastern side of the Coromandel Peninsula. There's Cape Colville in the distance, and let's have a quick scan around and remind myself which way I'm going and how fast and how far and all that. Yeah, Cape Colville, heading northwest. Wind is northeasterly to easterly, so a nice easy broad reach, and should be there around about 1:30 in the channel, which is low tide. Perfect. And that's probably the only thing that is perfect. The thing that is driving us home is not the weather, it's not a pandemic. We've had a crisis here on sailing vessel Fogg. The water maker broke down. So I know, first world problems and all that, and God, I mean, I'm boring myself even just thinking about it, let alone talking about it. But you know, we've had the boat for a year. You get really used to these luxuries, and because it was a factory option, the way the boat was set up is with 2 diesel tanks and only 1 water tank, 200 litres, which sounds a lot, but a family of 4, a young, smelly, nappy, poo-making family of 4 especially, goes through fresh water like, well, I go through beer. So we do chew through it. So we've lived on rations for the last 2 or 3 days. So, you know, washing up in an egg cup full of water and no freshwater showers except for, no, in fact, even Pooey Oliver got dipped off the back of the boat. He really enjoyed it, gave me a lot of feedback, and everyone else in the anchorage also received his feedback about that experience. We were anchored, we weren't underway of course, but it's time to go and get the water maker problem fixed. So heading back to Gulf Harbour, and we'll get the water maker guy to have a look and see if he can come up with some water maker repair type gadget ideas and source them, hopefully, you know, this century. Now, you know, all joking aside, water makers, it's lovely if you can have one. I've sailed all my life without one, so to adjust back to life without it has been pretty simple and easy. My wonderful wife Rima has done her part with that very, very well. But I do, on the serious side, I do see why you know, serious liverboards, offshore cruisers would actually have 2 water makers on board, because, you know, once you lose your ability to make water or get water easily, it really is a game changer. I used to look at, you know, the way you dream about boats you'd love to own, and you browse the listings, and I used to see these wonderful liverboard boats with 2 water makers and 2 autopilots and stuff like that, and I'd think, what do you need 2 for? I mean, 2 water makers, that's selfish. I mean, I don't even have 1, you know, give me 1, for God's sake. But having now lived through this water maker crisis with no cries of sympathy from anybody, I know, I don't even have sympathy for myself. But anyway, having gone through it, I can see a role for a second water maker. So It's possible that in theory a second watermaker might now have just made it onto the bottom of the list of things that one day might be considered to go on the main list of potential ideas for Fogg. So not going to happen anytime soon, as you probably get the gist. Anyway, back to the sailing. What a fabulous day. Look at this. Goodbye Great Mercury, pretty anchor, and welcome to a wonderful, easy broad reach back up the coast towards home with Flipper and his friends, who made a very brief appearance. They obviously didn't appreciate my feedback and comments about my thoughts on dolphins, so they've gone to find a more appreciative boat, and good luck to them.